Today, you can kind of see what we're working on around here. We have a bunch of trees down that we've been cutting and putting into this pile. And the reason we're doing it is we have this plant. It's BU something. Buckthorn. That's what it's called. So there's a ton of buckthorn growing along the river, and we're chopping it down to kind of open up that space. And there's been a lot of it. It's a really hot day, but not terrible. Just had to drink a lot of water. When I first got into CCMI, I arrived that first day and I had no idea what was going to happen. But it was really cool getting to meet so many different people. We have, I think, 4 or 5 different crews, and just getting to see everyone and meet everyone and realize, wow, these are really great people. And now it's, I think, the 4th week. Yeah, wow, time flies. It's been crazy, but I've really liked it so far.
I've created some really strong friendships through SYC. I have made some of my best friends here, and so I think that's my favorite part. And also being out in nature almost 24/7. I love trees, I love nature, and so that's also really nice to be with people that you really like and also be out in the wilderness.
It's really interesting. Just getting to know all of the youth has been really fun. Specifically, our deaf youth are very fluent, if you want to say that. But they've all been really great. It's been super fun working with all of them and being able to just get to know each other.
I grew up knowing a little bit of sign. My mom, when I was a kid, my mom would like sign to us. We'd do like more and like milk and just like really basic signs. So I had like a little bit of foundation. And then like when I got here, I learned so much like from the deaf people, from the interpreters, like from everybody, which is really good. And I'm definitely still learning, still growing, still changing, but it's been really rewarding.
I didn't know any of the grammar. There's a lot of words that I didn't know, but I think the past 2-3 years, just being in CCM, I have learned so much more, and I'm so much more far along now.
So when I first joined the ASL crew, I knew like no ASL at all. I didn't even know the ABCs. So it was really challenging. I'd say like first week pretty much. I pretty much had to rely on the interpreters.
Definitely hard the first week with a mix of hearing and deaf, and the hearing not necessarily knowing any ASL, but some did, some didn't. So it was a lot of like interpreting or just like figuring out how in the world we're going to communicate this summer. But we've got the hang of it. They're getting more used to signing, and if they know if they need me or the other interpreter crew leader, they can always ask.
I always want to see more hearing people involved in learning sign language and collaborating with deaf people. You know, a lot of times hearing folks just talk, right? And deaf people don't really understand what's going on. You know, we can't hear, so it's not really fair. But, you know, if those roles are reversed and the hearing person gets that experience, you know, they're watching these deaf people sign and they're saying, hey, I don't really understand what's going on. But then at the same time, they see how cool of a language it is, you know, the facial expressions and the movement and the body involvement. That makes them want to get more involved. Now our crew has been learning ASL for about 4 weeks, and they're pretty good.
It's really, really fun, and it's very rewarding, but it is definitely very challenging. There's a lot more that goes into it than I would have thought, specifically with the interpreter role, saving my energy for the more mental aspect of interpreting, which has been difficult because I really enjoy the physical part of it and getting in and serving with the youth, but having to take a step back and be like, okay, this is their role too, they can do this.
I found out about CCMI through a friend of mine at school. I go to Metro Deaf School here in St. Paul, and my friend was a senior. They came last year to CCMI, and they were telling me all about their experience, how involved it was, and I was getting excited, so I said, okay, sure, I'll go ahead and try it. And just being here and seeing the real world, you know, we spend a lot of time with technology, and it's not quite the same thing, you know, but being here out in nature, really feeling that connection and being able to support and care for the environment, it's been great. I decided to serve with CCMI because a friend of mine referred me here, and I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. You know, I grew up in the city, and so I was curious about more of that nature experience. I decided to just go for it, and so far, I've enjoyed it so much.
It is hard. We do hard work, and it is hard to be away from everyone for 5-6 weeks without talking to them. But it makes you grow a lot as a person. I think every year that I've come here, I've grown so much each time, and so I would say go for it.
Outside work has been great. Meeting others has been great. I really enjoy talking to people and learning about them. So yeah, you know, overall it's been great for me.
Even if you only do 1 year, it's absolutely worth it. You learn so many new things. I've learned like discipline. I've been able to push myself out of my comfort zone and learn about new things I like and don't like, and be able to connect with so many new people. I think in the long run, no matter if you like it or don't like it, it's going to be worth it, because I feel like you learn and you grow as a person, and it's a wonderful experience.
You know, not many people get experiences like that. There's not many jobs out there like this. So if you're considering applying, I say go for it.